Hi, I'm Winter, the inventor of Glowp Soap. I live in Connecticut in the United States. One second. Okay. Since COVID, I take extra time to wash my hands, and I never skip washing. But I noticed that not everyone does this. In fact, I see a lot of people skip washing their hands, skip using soap, and rushing to wash their hands super quickly. When I was in first grade, we did an experiment where we touched bread with both clean and dirty hands to see the results. With dirty hands and hands only cleaned with sanitizer, mold and bacteria grew. The experience made me realize how important washing your hands really is, and how hands that look clean can actually be dirty. There is just no replacement for safe, effective hand washing. This is a picture of a similar experiment. Pretty gross, right? I researched this further and found that only about 60% of girls wash their hands, and only about 50% of boys wash their hands. Of these, only 30% of the girls use soap and less than 10% of boys do. Is anybody surprised by these facts? I know I was. I learned the best way to wash your hands is for at least 20 seconds with warm, soapy water. I also learned that a quick rinse without scrubbing doesn't remove germs. You have to scrub them properly. I want to improve the way people wash hands by making hand washing more fun and teaching kids about germs. I knew that my solution would have to address these 3 points. Now I'll tell you how I solved this problem. At first, I thought about a soap that would color your hands when you used it, but I found some things like this already exist, and one of the problems is they can stain the sink. Whose parents would be mad if soap stained your sink? I know my parents wouldn't like it. So then I thought about how black light can be used to see germs as it makes bodily fluids glow. So I thought, how can I put these together to create a new product? Introducing Glowp Soap, a blacklight reactive soap that when you shine the blacklight, that is part of the bottle, it will glow. You can use the blacklight before you add the soap so you can see the germs on your hands and know where to scrub the hardest. So here's how it works. Start by holding your hands under the blacklight to see where all the germs are. Put soap on your hands and place under the blacklight. Watch Glowp Soap glow. Wash thoroughly until all of the Glowp Soap is gone. This takes about 20 seconds of scrubbing. Afterwards, you can check under the blacklight to see if there are any germs or UV pigment left. These simple 4 steps make hand washing more effective and much more fun. When I was testing, I used a few different blacklight reactive pigments. One of the challenges was the ratio of pigment to soap. It could either be too bright or not visible. I tested lots of different types of pigments too. The yellow glowed the brightest, but you couldn't see the shimmer, so I tried aqua, and it worked really well. I found the recipe that worked best by measuring each formula and taking notes so I could see what was working and what needed improvement. I've spoken to nurses, doctors, teachers, and kids about Glowp Soap. Here's what a doctor I interviewed said about my idea. I definitely think this product would help, especially with the younger population that are just learning how to wash their hands. It would make them excited and help teach why hand washing is important. So who is Glowp Soap for? Glowp Soap is a unique product and the market is huge. My research leads me to estimate there are over 1 million elementary classrooms in the US alone. A teacher I talked to about this said, "Tell me when it's ready. I'd love to have one in my classroom." This product is also ideal for the home. My research shows there are 16 million homes with elementary-aged kids in them. Glowp Soap is fun for adults too. Not only does Glowp Soap help prevent people getting sick and kids missing school, researchers at the CDC estimated that if everyone in the United States regularly washed their hands properly, 1 million deaths a year could be prevented. You heard that right. Getting kids and adults to spend 20 seconds at the sink washing correctly could save 1 million lives every year. So just for fun, on the next screen, we're going to pretend to wash our hands for 20 seconds. Is everybody ready? So as the timer ticks away, you can see that most people are probably spending about half of this time at the sink. A simple invention like Glowp Soap can double the time most people are spending at the sink and make it more fun, encouraging kids to develop safe, healthy habits into adulthood. When I grow up, I want to be a pediatric surgeon to keep kids healthy and safe. I know this invention means I can do that now, even before I become a doctor. I'm excited to share this unique invention with the world so we can prevent the spread of germs and make hand washing fun and exciting. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Don't forget to wash your hands.
Wonderful. Thank you, Winter, for sharing your innovation. And um, maybe Deepali, you have a question for her. Uh, can you stop
Definitely.
sharing your screen first so we can see you better?
First of all, wow, how that's amazing. How did you come up with that kind of idea?
Um, well, like at first I like cuz of like COVID, it really like helped me like understand how important hand washing is. And like at first I just wanted like a way so that kids would stay at the sink for longer, so I thought of a soap that like would color your hands and it would stay on for 20 seconds. But like I said in the presentation, that could like stay in the sink. And so then I thought about the black light and how it shed bodily fluids.
How do you approach the doctors and nurses? Like you're how do you approach them? Do you call their office and say, "Hey, I have an idea. I would like you to check it out." How do you talk to them?
Can you repeat that, please?
How do you approach the medical professionals like the doctors and nurses that you mentioned?
Oh, like I like knew them. Like my mom would be friends with them or something.
But that's very good because you're getting the experts to see how it works and you're using their advice. Kudos to you. This is a really good idea.
Thank you.
I
I
don't know
think
if
it's
we
really a
have.
wonderful idea.
Thank
I know definitely that during the pandemic, people wash their hands more, but a lot of our good habits that we learned during that time eventually started, being forgotten. So that's something that could encourage continuous, adaptation of the habits. So I really think it's a very good idea. I'm curious though, does it expire? Like I'm wondering about the pigment because if it's something that glows, I was wondering if there should be like some kind of expiry date on when it would still work.
like it continues glowing, but if you don't use it for like months, sometimes the pigment will like settle a little bit to the bottom.
Or you just shake it and use it, or
Yes.
was it your idea to include the black light with the soap?
Yeah.
I think that's what probably motivates the younger ones to keep going and washing their hands.
With regards to the black light, um, so you don't have to turn off the lights in the bathroom. Can you do that? In a well-lit room, it would still work, or you have to dim the lights in where you're washing your hands.
It still glows even with the lights on.
Wonderful.
That's like a really cool forensics experience, right?
Awesome. Well, way to go, Winter. Thanks so much for sharing your invention with us. What a gift it is. It's always so fun to hear young innovators. And thanks for working with us today. That's really awesome. Great.
Thank you.
Good job.
Great job. Keep on innovating.
Thank you.
All right, so these students, Bree, when did they join you for this invention event?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Winter is part of a cohort of students who invented at school, and they started doing that, and then they have been chosen to matriculate on in an invention convention process. And so Winter will be taking her invention with other inventors to Invention Convention Worldwide in June. And so Winter and I have been working together on and off for about a year. Every month, she's participated in a number of different awesome opportunities for her to improve her invention, even looking at a possible patent for her invention and other things like that, which is really great. So I'm really, really proud of Winter and the way she's continuing. I love at the end that she said, her work goals, her career goals are to be a doctor, a pediatrician, a surgeon, right? But that you're already starting to do that, starting to help young kids stay healthy, even before medical school. You're amazing. Way to go, Winter. That's so cool. And I'm so glad, Winter, that you saw that connection too, right? That you can help young kids and people way before. So that's awesome. Oh, great. Lisa's here.
Yes, our next presenter is also already here.
Yes, great.
So I'm
Sorry.
just
Is
one
there
last question, Winter, before you go. Do you have like market research done for your product? Like how much would it sell and how does it compare to existing soaps? Is it more expensive or around the same amount?
It would be like around $20 because it comes with a black light.
Interesting. Maybe one thing you could potentially look at as a possibility of having a refill station so that you don't have to get the bottle with the black light over and over again, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to hearing about how your product develops, especially with the patent possibility. That is exciting. And yes, definitely this is something that really shows how you are going to be moving forward with your dreams as well of being a pediatrician. I like the creative idea that you could incorporate with educating the youngsters on good health.
Thank you.